Alright, it's Barry, and this week I'm north of the wall. I'm up in the Scottish Highlands doing a bit of invasive plant research. So for the next 2 weeks I'm not going to be at the allotment, but I thought rather than not do any update at all, I'd do a quick tour of my allotment before I went away, and then that way you can have a bit of a look around, and then hopefully by the time I come back everything will have grown a bit more and we can have another look and see how everything's getting on. So here we go, starting in the small greenhouse. You'll recognise this is the backdrop for all my videos. Just on the bottom right here I've got my workbench where I record my videos from. Got a bit of lavender there for I've just filmed the seed of the week for last weekend now, so that's the lavender video from last Saturday. And then just on the top here I've moved my staging in here from the bigger greenhouse. So starting off with my cucumber seedlings there, they're looking absolutely amazing. Got two types of chard on the go. I've got Bright Lights and the Rainbow Mix. Decided to go for two of those. Got some peas there just in the cardboard tubes. They're not looking amazing, but they will be soon enough. And then just here on the left here, I've got some swede. I've not tried these before, so I'm really looking forward to how these turn out. Hopefully they'll do well. Let's have a look in here. What have I got? Oh, this is on my sweet peas. Just starting to germinate now. Hopefully they'll be up in the next week or so. Keeping them covered up for the time being anyway. And then I've got some marigolds in here. I think I've got loads of different types in. I've mixed a couple of packs in. Again, just waiting for them to germinate. They take a while. These are violas actually. I sold these last year when I was doing the hanging basket in autumn. Two of them germinated over winter, but that was about it. And then, yeah, loads of peas. I mean, these are just ready to go in, I'd say. But I'm not going to have time to put them in yet. So, and these are onions. So these are from the onion scraps plant. If you're familiar with my older videos, it's probably around 18 months now, nearly 2 years actually. I did the onion scraps experiment, and these are the seeds from the flowers of that. So that flowered last summer, or at the end of last summer, and I collected the seeds and sowed them earlier in the year. So keep an eye out for those ones. Moving on to the outside bit, and I've put a bit of a path down in the last couple of weeks. Just some bark over some weed fabric, and I'm just trying to make things a bit more tidy and a bit more condensed. I've brought one of my raised beds over. I've got to drill this back together. I've took the bottom out of it and everything. I've got some crates that are going to go in there for growing my potatoes. They're currently growing in the polytunnel over there. Cherry tree to the right doing absolutely amazing. That's probably nearly 8 feet tall now, so hopefully that I'll have loads on it this year. Apart from that, in the polytunnel there's not really a great deal going on. I've got my garlic in there. Got the rhubarb that's growing quite nicely, and a couple of strawberries, but yeah, not a great deal to look at in there at the moment. Just to the left of that there, I've got this new arch, so hopefully be growing some squashes up there, maybe some small pumpkins come autumn. I've got this bed, I've got one of the tulips that grew from the bulbs that's been left when I dug them all up last year, and it's come up again. Just on the right hand side there is probably the only thing I've got in actually at the moment outside, and that is my onions. I'm going to put some more actually on the back half of this bed, because I've got loads left over, so I might as well grow them, so I'm going to put them in there. And then just at the greenhouse there I've got my raspberries, and they're doing quite nicely. They've all come back this year. I've pretty much left it last year, so it was in very good condition. So yeah, much tidier. Right, moving on into the main greenhouse, and you'll notice I've got some actual real beds now. I've been digging in here for the last couple of weeks and put some proper beds in instead of just using grow bags and pots, which is going to hopefully make things a lot better this year. And in this corner you'll see my onion scraps plant, and this is still going strong. Nearly 2 years now, as I mentioned earlier, since we put it in. And yeah, doing absolutely amazing. 3 new onions on there. Here's some cucumbers. I've actually brought these over today. I've only just potted these up in the grow bags there, but yeah, they're doing fine. They were getting a bit big for the tent, so I thought I'd better bring them over. Just looking on the left hand side now, and this is all my pepper plants for this year. I've got a couple of different varieties, mostly bell peppers. California Wonder, TMR 300, and I think it's California Wonder Golden as well. So hopefully they'll be really nice. In between there I've just got a couple of lettuces as well, just making use of the space, you know, while they're before they get a bit bigger. Tub of jalapenos there. I've got to put them in pots at some point this week. Kiwi plant doing amazing. I wasn't sure if this was going to come back again. I worry every winter whether it's going to die, but yeah, coming back again. And then on this side is my tomato plants. And again, I've got the lettuces in between, just making use of the space. I've got some Gardener's Delight, San Marzano 2, and Moneymaker this year. Yeah, I don't know how many of each I've got in there. They're in rows of 3 anyway, so that's all that matters. I've got the tags on for later in the year. Got this little tub of carrots as well. And then, oh yeah, I've got my broad beans there as well. They're desperate to go in. I always leave them too late, but yeah, what can you do? No, actually, as I'm just filming this, I've just had a comment come through from Johnny and Trina, and they said, how big is an allotment? And I've never really considered whether everybody knows what an allotment is, or whether they exist in other countries or places. So, yeah, this is an allotment. It's a patch of land rented from the government or the council, basically, to grow food on. Mine's 40 feet wide, which is about 13 metres, and I think it's 100 feet long, or around maybe 80 to 100 feet long, which is about 30 metres. And that's it for today, so do let me know in the comments if you've got allotments wherever it is that you live, or maybe you've got some kind of similar initiative or similar kind of community garden maybe. Do let me know, because it'd be really cool to find out what you've got where you are. And I'll be up in Scotland for the next 2 weeks, but I'll still be doing my videos Tuesdays and Saturdays, so keep an eye out for those. Hopefully everything won't be dead by the time I come back. Yeah, see you next time.